What is up, Retroverse? I got my shit. What is going on here? Hold on, I noticed my camera's all glitchy. Hold on. Just trying to make sure everything's all set as. Okay. Why is my camera so foggy on here? So, is it the Wi-Fi or some shit? I don't know. Okay, it should be working now. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. Well, just be sure my camera's capable. Let me just quickly slash stream quality. Auto. We need that standard definition because normally that's where it needs to be for it to be working better. So, as I was told by someone I was told by someone that was watching my stream that standard quality kind of helps with this kind of low functioning product. So let's make sure it's in working condition. Alright, looks like it's working. Nice. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you know what time it is. It is boom. Oh yeah. Kool-Aid time, brothers and sisters. Welcome to our first ever KoolAid-Cast, Kool-Aid podcast, ever to be shown on the Retroverse XLTI or Retro Scorpion history. Got my Kool-Aid shirt on because hell, why the hell not? And I digress. So how is everyone doing? First and foremost, we got our glorious Krabby Patty mug for our Kool-Aid. Because if you guys don't remember correctly, the Kool-Aid servings are a way Kool-Aid was served back in the day. Popularly was these little Kool-Aid mug cup, teacup looking things. I don't own one. So, yeah. And the same thing goes with the pitcher. I don't own the pitcher. I don't own a Kool-Aid pitcher, so I had to use my spare coffee pot that I had sitting over there. So without further ado, let us pour the Kool-Aid. Coffee. Alright. Oh, it's heavy. That's why my hand's shaking. And time for some Kool-Aid. Oh my god. Is exactly how I remember it. So, I know I was thinking about taking a break from YouTube. Not a YouTube in general, but streaming. But I got bored. I got bored. I got bored. So I figured today being a heated day of 80 degrees and sunny, I figured we'd do a podcast regarding Kool-Aid because hell, why the hell not? I hope you guys dig the thumbnail. I worked on that myself. I didn't like color it and make the image the thumbnail. I took some some images from Google, like the Kool-Aid Man booming through the wall, the oh yeah sign, and my picture, and did a few edits, and that's how we did the thumbnail. But yes, cheers, guys, cheers. Kool-Aid for life, brothers. So what's everyone up to today? It's as I said, where I'm at currently, it is 4:17 p.m. in the afternoon. It is still sunny out. It's 80 degrees out apparently. So, and it's not getting no hotter or cooler. So that's why we got Kool-Aid. And for those that are just joining, yes, I'm drinking Kool-Aid out of a Krabby Patty mug, because why the hell not? Mm. So, the best part about drinking Kool-Aid is to drink it out of a Krabby Patty mug, because that's showing my age, okay? Yes, I am only 26 years old. Yes, I did not grow up in the 80s. But that is showing my knowledge of my time period, of my era, of my decade growing up in the early 2000s. We had the little Kool-Aid Man face teacup mugs for Kool-Aid mugs. We had the pitcher. We had things like, good God, Dr. Dreadful Zombie Factory. We had all that shit. And kids nowadays, they don't get the idea of what the heck is a cassette tape. Dude, even during the early 2000s, I grew up listening to a Fisher Price tape player, cassette tape player to entertain me. It was like the Disney cassettes. Other than that, we had Discmans. We had the beginner's version of an MP3. We didn't have these no touchscreen MP3s. We had beginner MP3s. The early 2000 MP3. That's what we grew up with. And us kids growing up in a kind of middle class household, we actually would come home ecstatic because we knew that grandma, or as most of you might know, grandma would be coming. We would come home to grandma, and we'd be coming home to a fresh glass of ice cold Kool Aid. So, and then of course when we do our homework, then we just continue our day, and then we probably would get another glass of Kool Aid here and there. So the difference between now versus before is that a lot of the flavors you'd find on the Kool Aid packs were the ones that you had to add sugar to. And let me tell you, it's fucking disgusting when you had to add when you did not add sugar to the packets that need sugar. Because ugh, I'm just gonna put that out there. It's a ugh. So I think blah, blah. That's what I have to say about the Kool Aid packets that you need to add sugar to it externally. So, and unfortunately, out of all my siblings, I was the one who fell victim to drinking a Kool Aid packet in water without sugar. So that was the only problem with me, is that I didn't read the labels. I didn't read the labels of the Kool Aid packets. I just thought, oh, it's a Kool Aid packet. I'll put it in water and drink it. But it's this shows how immature I was as a kid. As most kids are sometimes. And when I was growing up, I was very immature as a kid. I was very immature, and there was times where I fouled up a lot with making Kool Aid packets, where I had forgotten to add sugar because I couldn't differentiate the two. So, okay, hold on. All this talk about Kool Aid makes me want another cup of Kool Aid. Hold on, people of the Retros. We're going to pour another cup of Kool Aid. Yes, I made the Kool Aid in my spare coffee pot. Yes, I done did. So I don't own a pitcher or a Kool Aid Man pitcher. I need to get one. If I'm telling you guys, if I could get the whole Kool Aid Man pitcher set with the mugs, I'd be in heaven. So I don't have to keep using my coffee pot and having to clean it out. So That's okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm flexible. Here we go, guys. More Kool-Aid for the mouth. Oh, yeah. Then, of course, what the frick is that? They came out with Mio. Um, Hold on. I need to grab the Mio squirt bottle thing that they had here. Hold on. Because I want to give you guys a perfect example of evolution in products over time. Okay. So we went. Okay, here's the deal. We went from adding packets of Kool-Aid powder or something like that and having to add sugar extra. Then we have evolved to adding powder that has sugar in it with a certain amount of measuring to the to a cup or a pitcher. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mio. We then evolved to a point where we had liquid flavoring and we put it in a water bottle or something. Which we cannot forget the Kool-Aid singles that you add to a single water bottle and it's made with sugar as well. These you can just squirt into a water bottle as much as you want, but it still recommends a measurement. As you can tell, my mother or somebody bought these discount at Walmart for about $1.12. So I don't think they're discount now, but this is one of them. And listen to this one. You can already tell how much it's been used. And yes, I put some of this in my Kool-Aid because not only is it Mio, it's also Mio Energy. This is the second evolution of Mio, which is the energy part of it. And the fact of the matter is, there are so many varieties of powdered drinks, Mio drinks, and all that crap, where I can't even keep up anymore. It's confusing, nonetheless. So, but I gotta say, I'm not too bummed and too downed about the Mio drinks. They're really good. Not sponsored, by the way, by Kool-Aid, Mio, or any of that. But I like these because you can take them on the go. You can take the Mio Energy on the go, and you can basically squirt it into whatever cup of water you have or bottle of water you have on the go if you need an extra dose of caffeine. Not sponsored, like I said. Now, if you listen to this one, that one's a little more full. So that's the only problem with these. I think I find is that there's really no. I don't even think they give you a measurement on the damn package. Hold on, I'll peel off the sticker. Whatever. I don't think they give you proper measurements because this is like a lot for one dosage in here, and you would have to squirt, like squeeze the bottle and squirt the Mio into a body of water of some kind. So, and with powdered drinks, you know what you're putting in there. That's the thing. The one problem I have with Mio is that you don't know how much you're putting in there. Because again, the bottle is not see through, and you can only shake it to kind of guess how much is left in there. That is the only thing I hate about Mio. Otherwise, I love Mio, especially the energy. because it's a good wake up call in the morning instead of just drinking coffee and messing up my stomach. So, so there's that. Well, I need another sip of the energy Kool-Aid mixture. Excuse me. So, yeah. But as I said, there were a lot of variations of Kool Aid over the years, as well as flavors and different ways to make drinks, like juice drinks out of powder and liquid. And we've evolved a lot. You know, it's come a long way. So, what else? Other things regarding downsizing different things to make it look luxury. For one, cereal. When you guys know me because about cereal chat. In the early 2000s, they came out with something called cereal straws. It's a straw, and you dip it in milk to drink the milk and then eat the straw. It's literally called a cereal straw. And these had come out during the 2000s, and it was quite the ordeal. I believe they only made two kinds of cereal straws. They made god damn it, what was it? Fruit Loops cereal straws and Cocoa Krispies cereal straws. Those were the two only branded cereal straws that were made. So, two variations only. And right now they're selling those kind of cereal straws at certain stores as well as Dollar Tree. And then what else is new? Pop Tarts. Yes, we're going that far. Pop Tarts eventually came out with their own little miniature, like their stick versions called Go Tarts, and then they came out with Pop Tart Bites. So I got asked the people of the chat, what is with this deal of miniaturizing foods and snacks to make it popular? And it works. I don't think a lot of people get this, but this little miniaturizing our food products, it works for some reason. It works to a certain advantage. Because people look at that and like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I get this. That's building a business, and it is also building product revenue. People buy this stuff thinking it's so cool, and then realizing, oh, it's just like the same one it is. You know? And that's I've come to find that's the difference between food related products and like toy and electronic related products. Food, you consume it and throw it out, it's gone because um toys and electronics, they'll work a long time and then you throw them out and someone else will grab them if like thrift store status. That's what I come to find out with these kind of things, and it's amazing how we well, first and foremost, it's amazing how our thrift stores run nowadays. Because, for example, us humanity of humans, we throw, some of us will throw away, like back then, have thrown away so many Coke bottles of the older generation, way back. And now in the new era has found these Coke bottles, the older kind, and we keep them as souvenirs. Which I have nothing against. You do you. It's fine. But one of the things I have against for keeping as a souvenir is keeping an old, still full bottle of Coca Cola. Because the Coke bottles that we see on the market. Oh, yeah. Hey, strange dog comic stuff. What's going on, brother? The Coca-Cola bottles we see on the market that are glass bottles obviously aren't the old classic ones per se, but there are people keeping these miniature Coke bottles that were from, God, 1950. And let's just say they're still full of the Coca-Cola product, liquid, and they're holding on to this stuff. It's crazy. So, no, I can understand to a certain degree if it's like, a Coca-Cola like travel mug that's from back then, kind of like the McDonald's mug I got here. But I don't. And this is just me, guys. Please don't get offended. This is just me. I don't see the point of someone like me keeping a very old Coke bottle, because one of the main reasons why I don't keep old Coke bottles in my room is because, for one thing, it could get broken, it can make a mess, and then all that stuff. Anytime I buy a collectible or even something retro, I try to get something that's durable and that will last a long time and that won't shatter like crystal glass, and that will make a mess and also will be a hazard for feet on my floor. So, I take another sip of Coca Cola. So, so yeah, that's good Kool-Aid. Now, um, now let's talk about bringing back the retro products that were very popular and bringing them back into our light. Okay, because I've seen this shit, and it's not shit. It's actually pretty cool. I've seen this stuff on eBay, Amazon, all that. Like, for instance, Walkmans, right? Cassette player Walkmans. People got these things reproduced and remade into something completely new. And it's where kind of you can play a tape, listen to radio, and Bluetooth like MP3. And I'm usually just a guy who goes, oh, that's not retro, but I think I find that pretty cool. That you can listen to a tape, like a cassette tape for like, I don't know, think of a music artist, or even a cassette tape, old broadcast audio footage. But the other thing is, other than cassette tapes on these types of Walkmans, you can also listen to the radio, FM, AM radio. And by the way, some of you don't know this, but they're trying to get rid of AM radio. They're trying to get rid of AM radio, those bastards. I've heard about this and I'm terribly disappointed. They're getting rid of AM radio. I'm like, not another one? Really? Alright. Besides what, the second thing was FM AM radio you can listen on this Walkman. So it's cassette, FM AM radios, let's just say radio. And then the third and final thing, which is the newest feature to these newer Walkmans, is you can get a USB with the Walkman, plug it into your Walkman, and upload sort of things like music to the Walkman's SD card and all that. It's newer stuff, and I am in utter support of these newer Walkmans because a lot of us who don't own a cassette tape, who don't like listening to radio, we like listening to MP3. And maybe somewhere down the road, that same person will say, hey, I'd like to make a mixtape of all my favorite music. and listen to it like the olden days, and then boom, there you go. So that's why I see the newer Walkman products being useful for. And they are exquisite. They are very worth it. I've seen the reviews on both eBay and Amazon. They're really cool products. I mean, when in doubt, if you're just wanting a cassette tape Walkman and you want to find one that works, just grab one that's old that's still working and take the time to fix it if it needs work. But other than that, go get these newer Walkmans that are basically brand spanking new, and you can actually listen to more of a. You can get more out of it, basically. So, sorry guys, I had an itch on my foot. Alright. So that's the thing about the Walkmans. Now, as far as tape recorders go, I think this was in 2019 or 2020, believe in 2019 or 2020 or even 2021, when they first rebooted and reproduced them. Fisher Price tape recorders are now on the market for parents and kids who are out there looking for them. And Fisher Price used to have the originals back in the day. But now there are reproductions and remastered reproductions of Fisher Price tape recorders. But not only that, there are also newer tape recorders of cassette tapes. I only know this because ONN brand actually has a tape recorder product with cassette tapes, blank cassette tapes at the Walmart. At Walmart, everywhere. So I don't know if they're still selling them there. I'm pretty sure because it's kind of been a new popularity thing, and people are getting hooked. So yeah, there's that. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here because it's been a half an hour. I've been running my mouth for a half an hour, and I kind of want to rest my head a little bit, at least on streaming. And it is also almost my supper time, so excuse me. So I will see you guys in the next one. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. May the retro be with you. Stay retro, and if you're not retro, you're repro. Live long and prosper, peace and long life, and kaplow. And don't forget, if you haven't seen this full video, either restart it or please be kind and roll on. Peace out, guys. Hold on. Let's play some music.